Hey everyone! Welcome back! I am back today with more RWBY Ice Queendom, you guys. We're here in some of the last episodes of the season, possibly series, depending on, how they're going to do this and where this is all going. They dropped a lot on us last time. I thought it was pretty interesting because I've kind of gone back and forth with certain theories about how this is being carried out. And last time kind of like poked a hole in some of them. So I will briefly get into just my lingering thoughts in the last episode and attempt to make any predictions for where this is going to go, which I really cannot. So it's just me speculating. But before I do that, I do just want to say if you're joining me early today, you know just what that means. It means you are one of my awesome patrons. Thank you so much. And as always, I'm sending up those big old hugs right through that screen. And if not, still thank you for joining me today. I'm glad you're here. I do hope you'll consider supporting me that way. The link to my Patreon is going to be in that description down below. And if you are joining me on those YouTubes, I hope you'll hit like and subscribe for me. Thank you so much for that. So yeah, one big thing that a couple big things from last time actually. The first being that, we know now that the Crescent Rose, weapon choices made in the dream were definitely not at random. They definitely weren't, they were intentional. They were done with a purpose. What that purpose is, I'm not exactly sure. I thought Weiss's line about, I can't remember what it was exactly about someone hiding in the shadows. Somebody brought up a really good point, and that's, could real Weiss, like the heart of Weiss that we saw in last episode in the little bedroom scene, be literally hiding in the shadow of negative Weiss? Is that something, was that very overt? Was that a little, or was that something, not meant to be taken that literally? What does it have to do with, we'll see on that. I know it's, at least now we know it's going to be important. And the other thing is, this whole time, I feel like at first I was thinking, oh, negative Weiss and Weiss are two different people. And then it was kind of like, no, negative Weiss is Weiss. Just kind of a distorted version because of the manipulation of the dream. Okay, cool. And now I'm kind of back to I think they're two different people. I think that perhaps negative Weiss is literally the mirror version of actual Weiss. So what we're seeing is kind of like the dream, the nightmare version of Weiss. It's still kind of Weiss, but there is, the thing that kind of threw me through a loop was there is now actually a separate Weiss. So, and we had that beautiful scene with Weiss singing Mirror, Mirror, and someone pointed out, again, I can't take credit for this, comments are so stinking smart, so, that her version was so melancholic and so kind of sad and hopeless. And the one that Pyrrha sang a few episodes ago was so kind of almost to cheer on, the effort. So it's interesting to me that we would get two different versions of that. And I love the whole pressing hands with kind of what looked like the real Weiss. So yeah, there was just a lot going on last time, and oh my goodness, that was my stomach. Wow, that was quite a noise. I apologize. That was not a stomach growl, that was like a stomach roar. I do apologize. But RWBY seems to be, I think she's kind of in a better place. She's made a little bit more peace with the whole situation and kind of her confidence and also what's going on with Weiss. After having that encounter with Weiss. So, they briefly got into John kind of I'm are they going to get into the whole thing about his semblance? And they didn't get into it, but I think he did kind of give an aura boost at that one part. So kind of doing that a little bit earlier here, which, is not surprising, but, and finally we had just that final image of Blake showing up and kind of almost an Adam type get up with the mask, with the grim mask, the white fang mask, and wow, that was quite a powerful image to end on. So I don't really know where we're going from here. I'm excited to find out. So without further ado, what do you say we just go ahead and we jump right into the next episode of RWBY Ice Queendom. Let's do this. No way! Is that the plan? Then become that it's crazy, but it will work. Which is kind of what I thought was going to happen with RWBY. I think it's just the opposite, actually. Things that make her feel confused. But they're there. Good way of putting it. I see. To make her face it. To make her face it. You'll need to... Wow. Everyone's trying so hard to help her in their own way. I love it. Trust her. Trust her. Trust her. Yeah, protect that relic. It's most definitely going to be especially if we're doing a battle. Yes! Okay, so that's a no. Okay, dang it. I was kind of hoping. Oh. Someone could swap out with RWBY. Okay. But they want so bad to help. But it's his job to protect them, so. Yang's like, told you so. We don't have a whole lot of options left. Okay. Yang's like, this just goes from bad to worse. Okay. Well. Oh boy. Awesome. It's gonna be real. I know you don't want her to do this, but trust her. Yeah. Yang's good to go. She's like, I don't think that was... I think the point was, I love you. All right, guys. This is gonna work. We're gonna make this work. Oh, this is gonna be interesting. And we're lift, okay. Oh, I love the music. Good Lord. And it's okay. Oh, ew, that's a little bit gross. Yeah, he's not about this. But what other choice do we have? We know that. And this is how we're gonna be. Yep, that makes sense. Heck yeah. That makes total sense that he would be the one to spur on this nightmare. Whoa. Ooh. Oh, wow. The birth of a nightmare. Oh, that's okay. That's very freaky. Very, very freaky. Yeah, no kidding. Oh my God, we just turned Klein into this. Hers is going to be like raging. That makes total sense because think of all she has that she, especially at this point, is still dealing with. Whoa, they're like they're like raging. I mean, they were like hybrids before, but now they're like super aggressive. And Blake's gonna be So this is negative Blake. Whoa. Whoa. So that's kind of like the part of Blake that is most scary to her. The nightmare like broke through the other nightmare. Whoa. Oh, what? But it stopped. It stopped. Just bringing you this. And that was John's. Yeah. Aren't you a sight for sore eyes? Oh, let's go. But we're here. Go, my girl. So basically we have Blake's nightmare attacking Weiss's nightmare. My girl knows how to make an entrance. Hey, guys. Cause we're gonna confront each other once and for all. Is it just me, or is there something kind of Raven-esque too about the look? No one's. Oh dear. Wow, look at it. Much more like beast-ish in our appearance. That's a long story. Oh dear. Oh no. Uh-oh. Oh yeah. Have no fear. Yang is here. Oh, be careful, Yang. Hey, RWBY catch! Oh my lord. Be careful with that relic and be careful with yourself. So that's still actual Blake, but that's like the nightmare version. So it is kind of negative Blake. Yay! That music is amazing. Oh my god, yes! Oh, that has new wallpaper potential. Just Bumblebee up in the air with RWBY swirling on by. All right, Bat Whitley. Oh no! Do not let him. Yeah. I think it's about time that we. Oh! Catch? Yeah, oh my god. Oh! Ow! This is quite the chase scene. Oh, nice! She can ride sideways on a building! That's so awesome! Only in Dream Logic. Smash. Smash it. Uh-oh. I think... Oh, what we're saying... I mean, what we're seeing is kind of like that side of Blake Unleashed, but also feels like heavy influence from Adam. Oh. She said they were going to lose control, so everyone stay calm. Because they have to lose control in order to really confront each other, is what we were saying earlier. It's got a lot to feed off of with Blake. Yeah. She's got a big aura and... Right. So that gives it like more power because there's no resistance. Okay. All right. Good, good, good. That's good. And we'll have Blake trapped in there too. Oh. This is what you think of us, right? But see what we're doing though? We're talking. But you have to step back and look at what's really going on. So she admits it. But see how she's getting her to think, though. She's actually thinking about it. Think about the Blake you know, then. Because it seems like you were conflicted over her as well. So now we've made it Weiss's mission to save Blake, kind of. Okay, never mind. Oh, dang it. I hope this is going to be constructive, guys. It makes sense that Crescent Rose would, well, work backwards, too, because everything in here is a mirror of what it really is. Oh, man. And that's, you guys point out, that's the dress she wears later on. I didn't recognize it at first. Okay, just whatever you do, don't let it touch you. Be super careful. Be careful with the relic. Ah! If you end the episode there, I swear. Alright, you guys. That was so good. It makes perfect sense that particularly at this point in the show, Blake is so replete with a lot of conflict and stuff going on that, and her aura is super strong. And I didn't even think of that since she kind of willingly, you know, think of kind of like the push and pull that normally goes on with the nightmare's kind of like subtly trying to insert itself into the person's mind. And in this case, it just got to go in all at once. So I just like, it makes total sense, but I was not expecting the nightmare to just come on so aggressively. But it was quite a sight to see. I think it's probably the most intense nightmare we've seen to date. And that's really saying something because Weiss's nightmare is no joke. But I also think it's cool to see like the difference in kind of like tone and style. Like Weiss's nightmare is very ordered. And if there's something out of order, it's a big stinking deal. And what Blake's is so like guttural and wild, and it just makes total sense with, I mean, I gotta be honest, I don't know how much of it, I mean, it is Blake's nightmare. It's a little bit hard to say at this point because not only do we have Blake's nightmare and Blake having all of that regret over her past and, you know, the feelings that she has as a faunus and someone who used to be in the White Fang. So there's that, but there's also just kind of the way that the White Fang and the Grimm and everything were there already as part of Weiss's dream. So it's like we had a lot to take advantage of in terms of like negative views of the faunus and the White Fang. So like I don't exactly know where Weiss's dream ends and Blake's begins, but they're definitely like, I think, kind of feeding off of each other. Does that make sense? I don't know if it makes any sense. Dream logic, I guess. Also, Yang just writing on the side of the wall because in a dream it makes sense. It's utterly wonderful. The music, the action, everything was really working in this one too. Definitely can feel that we're like ramping up. The stakes get higher and higher every episode because now we have Weiss like very close to the actual end where we will not be able to go and save her. We have Blake doing something incredibly dangerous, which may or may not actually work, and we may or may not actually be able to save Blake from. We have RWBY. We ended on RWBY with the relic, just like a mid-air trying to fight to get through. It's a good plan in a lot of ways, Blake's plan, because it does put them on equal footing in terms of power. Maybe, I don't even know, for Aura's that strong, she might even be a little bit stronger. But I mean, we are still kind of in Weiss's dream, so I don't know who really holds the most strength. I just know that both of them are super strong and can hold their own against each other. So for the most part, we have at least achieved being able to keep negative Weiss occupied while RWBY goes with the relic. I guess we'll just wait and see what happens. We gotta save Weiss, we gotta save Blake, and we are like, we got like this much time left. Like I saw Shion, and they were sweating it out. Like, that semblance is not gonna hold up much longer. So next week, I guess, begins the beginning of the finale, unless I don't know if they're really gonna do like a 2-part. I'm assuming that like it's gonna be kind of the precursor, at least, to the finale, because 12 is the last one. But yeah, guys, I can't wait to see what happens. We are definitely gonna work through some stuff here. There's gonna be a lot of great, and I'm sure also like really heartbreaking stuff to watch. So yeah, I can't wait. It was awesome. I hope you enjoyed watching along with me. As always, thank you so much for joining me today, and please be sure to join me next time. The penultimate episode, I'm sure, is going to be quite hectic. I will need you. We will watch it together. Bye for now, guys.